Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Donald Curry again with 1224 Media, and we're here with another episode of Your Brand Deserves It. So today, we're talking about the topic of going after your brand. Your business, your brand, it won't be built by anybody else but you. So there's got to be a certain level of drive and tenacity. So we're going to talk about that today. Episode 4 starts now. Hey, what's happening, family? This is Donald Curry again with 1224 Media, and we're here with episode 4 of Your Brand Deserves It. We appreciate all the positive feedback that we've gotten for the previous episodes, but we want to give you guys a little bit more. Some more tips, some more strategies to help your brand grow and explode. So today I have the privilege of welcoming my sis, Ohavia Phillips. I'm good. So she's here, media personality, host all over the Charlotte area. You've heard of her. And we're going to talk a little bit about going after your brand. All right. So nobody's going to build your brand for you. And it takes a certain level of tenacity, stick-to-itiveness, however you want to put it. You just got to go after it. Yeah. So Ohavia,
yes, sir.
Pleasure to have you today.
My brother.
And first question for you.
Yeah.
So you're building a strong personal brand, obviously. Doing some great things in the city, brand ambassador for some. So tell us about why it's so important to have that go-getter attitude.
100%. So for me, it's important to have that go-getter attitude because nobody's going to do it. And that's what I love about this episode is I'm my own boss, right? So I'm responsible for the opportunities I get, how often I get them. I'm responsible for setting myself up in decent positions where I can constantly be seen by the people and brands that I want to be seen by so we can keep the ball rolling. So the reason why it's important to have that go-getter attitude is because sometimes you're going to be told a no. Sometimes you're going to be told, oh, you know what, let's revisit this. Sometimes you got to wait. And you have to be able to go, okay, while I'm waiting or while I'm building, what can I be doing in the meantime? There's no such thing as time as an entrepreneur, especially doing media. There's no such thing as sleep, you know? And so you have to be one that just bounce back and get up. I call it like the Diddy. Okay. You know, you got to be able to stay up as long as you have to, fall asleep whenever time allows you to, and just go after it because we really have no choice. You got no choice.
Great information so far. So what I hear a lot of times when it comes to building a brand, whether it be a personal brand or a large business, is that, you know, there's so many excuses. There's this that came up, that came up, you know, it's not the right time. But my belief is that, you know, you're never going to have all of the tools or all of the things up front to be able to start the business. You just got to put your foot out there and start. So talk about some of the obstacles you've seen or you've even experienced personally that would prevent somebody from having that go-getter attitude.
Yeah, 100%. So number one is money. Bro, when I wanted to do the first O Show live, I was like, who's funding this, right? And so that go-getter kick in quick when you already put a date out and you can't go back and be like, psych, you know what I'm saying?
Do that.
So like I had to do what I had to do. I had to hustle. I took on a side hustle, which paid for O Show live, and that's why I believe it was successful. It was like, I'm not taking a no. So money and resources, I find, was my first and like very, like, that challenge is forever to me, right? I don't care even if you're like just starting out or if you've been in the game for X amount of years, having the resources, money, funding is a thing. Another thing too is knowing how to network properly. You can't be at everything. Not every event is for you. It's knowing, okay, here is what my industry takes. This event is made for my industry, and really networking with purpose. Not just being at every event because you can, but knowing the power players who will be in the room and seeing how, okay, the information they have for me, how can I take it and refine my brand? So those are just the top 2 things that I noticed in my walk. And that's why I would tell everybody. So plan for all that stuff. You're in the right vein if it's happening. Don't be hard on yourself and network with a purpose.
Absolutely. Really, really good stuff. So have you talked about getting those no's, getting those rejections? So give us a little bit more on that, about what type of mindset it takes when you're getting those no's, and maybe what are some practical things you can do in the meantime while you're looking for that next opportunity.
100%. So when I first got my first no, like as an entrepreneur not working under the newsroom, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this energy, right? You feel like I'm doing it wrong, or sometimes I felt like I had to change the way I was doing media. Not so. So some practical ways that you can kind of take in that no and flip it is see where you can improve. Okay, so I didn't have the style for that project, or I didn't have the look for that. Not that you're supposed to change yourself, but figure out, okay, where's some areas that I can improve in? How can I say this better? How can I do this better? How can I build this brand and business better? Number two is critique, right? Don't always have a bunch of yes men around you. Have somebody that'll say, okay, oh no, here's how I would have did that. Here's how I would have said that. And last but not least, keep going. That go-getter that we spoke about. You can't take that no and be like, well, I guess I'll go back to that 9 to 5, or you know what I'm saying? Or like, well, it is what it is. No, all it meant is that look wasn't for you. So go back to the drawing board, refine what you're good at, tweak what you're not so good at, and also decide if your brand deserves that look. And then you just got to keep it pushing.
That makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. I hope you guys are getting some really good information here that you can apply to your brand, to your business. So last question, Ohavia. For a brand that's just starting, or for somebody who's been in business for a few years, give us one piece of advice that can help a brand grow.
Yes, so be open to whatever your brand is going to bring. So I've only been a media entrepreneur for like about 8 months, but a lot is popping off. And I'm noticing how style is changing, cadence is changing, how what I thought my media look was going to be, that's changing and growing and maturing. So the advice that I have is just be open for whatever your brand will bring. Don't get discouraged if you feel like, oh, I have to change that or do that. It's all going to work for your good. And just be open. You're going to meet awesome people who's going to sew into you. You're going to meet people who's going to teach you things. And don't let all of those gems just sit, right? Use them, put it to practice, and you'd be surprised how your brand can just open up into something you never would have thought.
Amazing. Amazing. I hope you got all of that. So listen, I need you to do a couple things. Number one, go on Instagram. Follow Ohavia at Ohavia Phillips, OHAVIA PHILLIPS. Follow her and follow the O Show. Listen, get in early while you can. It's about to blow. So also follow Ohavia on YouTube at the O Show. And make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Get some notifications on our next episode, and make sure you stay up to date with what's going on with 1224 Media. We'll see you guys next time.